Hi, in this video I'm going to guide you through the multi-stage build feature in Docker files. A Docker file is a text file containing instructions for building images. Multi-stage builds help create smaller, more efficient images by splitting the build process into multiple stages. Let's review a Docker file without multi-stages. By the way, I added the link to the files from the video in the description. The beginning is standard. We set a base image in the from instruction. The app directory is the working directory. Then we copy the go mode file, which defines dependencies for our program. After that, we copy the file with the program code and build it. In the end, we execute the binary file built in the previous step. Let's look at the go mode and main go files. The go mode file defines a go module named hello and specifies that it is compatible with Go version 1.20. The Go program continuously prints hello world to the console every 3 seconds. It uses an infinite loop and includes a sleep function to control the timing between prints. The next step is to build the image. To do this, just execute the docker build command in the directory where the Go files and Dockerfile are stored. The image has been built successfully. Let's move on and run our container to check it. To do this, use the docker run command. As you see, our container is running. Our program prints hello world every 3 seconds. Enter the container with the docker exec command. There are 3 files: go mod, main go and hello. Furthermore, there is some cache in the root cache go build directory. How can we exclude unnecessary files from our final image? The solution to do this is a multi-stage build. On the left side is a Docker file with a multi-stage build. Each stage is started with the from instruction. You can name your stages by adding an S to the from instruction. The first stage is similar to the Docker file without multi-stage, except for the absence of an entry point and from with an S instruction. The second stage starts a new build stage with a scratch image. This image is very useful if you need to create a super minimal image that contains only a single binary. The copy instruction just copies the artifact from the first stage into the second stage. Let's build an image with a multi-stage Docker file and check it in the same way. Before running a container, let's take a look at the size of the images. The size of the image built with multi-stage is less than 2 MB. Run a container. This container is running the same program. It prints hello world to the standard output. Let's take a look at the specific cases of using multi-stage builds. You don't have to use an S in the from instruction. You can stop at a specific build stage. A few scenarios where this might be useful are listed in the documentation. When using multi-stage builds, you aren't limited to copying from stages you created earlier in your Docker file. You can use the copy with from instruction to copy from a separate image, either using the local image name, a tag available locally or on a Docker registry or a tag ID. You can pick up where a previous stage left off by referring to it when using the from directive. Referring to the example, you can use from builder in the second and third stages to continue from where the builder stage left off. At first, I wanted to show Docker files with different programming languages in the video. However, in my opinion, the best way is to give a fishing rod, not a fish. Nowadays, the best way to start doing something is to use artificial intelligence. I am going to use ChatGPT. Let's take a look at the example of how we can generate a multi-stage Docker file for a Python 3 program. In the first step, I am saying ChatGPT to act as an expert DevOps engineer. I am asking it to list the 10 most important actions to optimize Docker files. In the second step, I am asking it to print me an optimized Docker file with a multi-stage build and use the list printed in the previous step. You can use AI to generate a Docker file for any language. Note that ChatGPT can make mistakes, so recheck important information. That's it. I hope this video was helpful to you. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you, goodbye.